behind his neighborhood middle school last Tuesday.
Why you had to kill him like that? That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna miss my son, like, and it's just sad because he was my oldest. He was like their father. Like, my kids is hurt behind this. Like, everybody is hurt behind this.
Jamar leaves behind 3 younger siblings. MPD is still tracing leads with a reward up to $25,000. In grief, when Tymisha thinks of justice and what it means.
It's not gonna bring my son back. It's not gonna make me feel better. So it's nothing that I gotta say about that situation. Because even with justice, even if they found a person, it's not gonna bring my oldest boy back.
In Southeast, Mike Valerio, WUSA 9.